Welcome to day 9 of the 28-day gratitude challenge. Today is the money magnet. And it begins with a quote from Dietrich Bonhoeffer. It is only with gratitude that life becomes rich. Gratitude is riches and complaint is poverty. It is the golden rule of your whole life, whether it's your health, job, relationships, or money. The more grateful you can be for the money you have, even if you don't have very much, the more riches you will receive. And the more you complain about money, the poorer you will become. Today's magical practice turns one of the biggest reasons people complain about money into an act of gratitude. And so it has double the power to change the circumstances of your money. You will be replacing a complaint, which makes you poorer, with gratitude, which magically brings you riches. Most people wouldn't think that they complain about money, but if there is a lack of money in their life, they are complaining even without realizing it. Complaining happens through people's thoughts as well as their words, and most people aren't aware of their many thoughts in their head. Any complaining, negative, jealous, or worried thoughts or words about money are literally creating poverty. And of course, the biggest complaint when it comes to money is when it has to be paid out. If you don't have enough money, paying your bills can be one of the most difficult things to do. It can seem like there is a greater stream of bills than there is money to pay for them. But if you complain about your bills, then what you're really doing is complaining about money, and complaining keeps you in poverty. If you don't have enough money, the last thing you would normally do is feel grateful for your bills. But in fact, that is what you have to do to receive more money into your life. To have a rich life, you must be grateful for everything to do with money, and begrudging your bills is not being grateful. You must do the exact opposite, which is to be grateful for the goods or services that you've received from those who build you. It is such a simple thing to do, but it will have a monumental effect on the money in your life. You will literally become a money magnet. To be grateful for a bill, think about how much you've benefited from the goods or services on that bill. If it is a payment for rent or a mortgage, be grateful that you have a home and you're living in it. What if the only way you could live in a home was by saving up all the money and paying for it in cash? What if there were no such thing as lending institutions or places to rent? Most of us would be living on the streets. So be grateful for lending institutions and to your landlord, because they have made it possible for you to live in a home or an apartment. If you're paying a bill for a gas or electricity, think about the heating and cooling that you've received, the hot showers and every appliance that you were able to use because of the service. If you're paying a phone or internet bill, imagine how difficult your life would be if you had to travel vast distances to talk to each person personally. Think about how many times you've been able to call a family or a friend, send and receive emails, access information instantly through the internet because of the service provider. All of these are remarkable services at your fingertips, so be grateful for them. And be grateful that the companies trust you by providing their services before you have paid them. Ever since I discovered the phenomenal power of gratitude, I write the magic words, "Thank you, paid," on every bill as I pay it. I never miss a single one. At the beginning, when I didn't have the money to pay a bill, I would still use gratitude's magical power, and instead I would write across the bill, "Thank you for the money." And then when I had the money to pay it, I would add, "Thank you, paid." Today you're going to do the same. Take any currently unpaid bills you have and use gratitude's magical power by writing across them, "Thank you for the money," and feel as grateful as you can for having the money to pay that bill, whether you have it or not. If you receive and pay most of your bills online, then when you receive an online bill, forward it to yourself and write in the subject line in capital bold letters, "Thank you for the money." Then find 10 bills that you've paid in the past and write across each one the magic words, "Thank you, paid." As you write on each bill, "paid," feel as grateful as you can that you had the money to pay that bill. The more gratitude you can harness for the bills that you've paid, the more money you will magically magnetize to you. And from this day forward, you could make it a regular practice that whenever you pay a bill, you briefly think about how great the service provider was that you've received the bill from, and write across the face of the bill the magic words, "Thank you, paid." And if you don't have the money to pay the bill, use gratitude's magical power and write "Thank you" for the money. And feel as if you're saying thank you because you have the money to pay the bill. Feeling gratitude for the money that you've paid out in the past guarantees that you'll receive more. Gratitude is like a magnetic gold thread attached to your money. So when you pay money out, the money always returns to you. Sometimes equally, sometimes tenfold, sometimes 100-fold. The abundance you receive back depends not on how much money you give, but on how grateful and how much gratitude you have while you give it. You could have so much gratitude when you pay a bill for $50 that you could receive back hundreds of dollars. On Days 9 practice, we will begin our day with our 10 blessings, writing why we are grateful, and at the end of the 10, go back through your list and reread each one saying thank you, thank you, thank you at the end of each blessing. Today, you'll also take any current unpaid bills that you have and write across them, "Thank you for the money." And then go back in the past and look at about 10 bills that you've paid and write on those bills where you've already paid the money for the services, "Thank you, paid." And then finally tonight, before you go to sleep, hold your magic rock, think back through the day to find the best moment. Find gratitude for that moment of your day and say thank you. And that is the end of today's 9 practice. And I would like to add that if you are struggling to find 10 blessings each day to be grateful for, it is completely okay to keep repeating ones that you've been grateful for in the past. There is one gratitude that I personally have every morning, and it is the first one on my list. I write that I am thankful for waking up because today is a gift. Because every day is literally a gift, and you can be grateful for that every single day. So if you get stuck on any of the 10 things to be grateful for, thinking you need to find 10 new ones every day, it is completely okay to repeat gratitudes, because the more you repeat them, the deeper you feel them. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for going along this journey with me, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 10.